Hello everyone. Before we start today's video, if you could all do me a solid and lightly tap the like button, perhaps share the video about and leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, subscribe as well. It would greatly help this channel. Thank you very much. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's log. Subdates 220809.8. We've resumed the bombardment of Dainty, and will begin the restraining process once we've gotten rid of some of that unfortunate water weight. It may take a while though, because we are in the bleeding ocean, and she appears to be consuming it at a rate equal to how we are extracting it. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know it's been an extra day, my apologies for that. I had a friend visiting and he was leaving yesterday and blah blah blah, all the other excuses. Today I'd like to talk about Ezra Miller, as more and more accusations have come out, statements from those supporting Ezra Miller, and then further contradictions from others have come to light, along with, I believe, an arrest warrant as well. If you don't know any of the accusations levied at Ezra Miller, I'm going to link some videos on the Omegon 2 Electric Boogaloo channel down below. Go subscribe to that channel, I make exclusive videos over there as well. I'd greatly appreciate the support if you'd also go smash the like. It means the world to me. So Ezra Miller accused of more harassment, grooming. Quote, I was misled by an extremely manipulative actor. A new report also sheds more light on their relationship with Toccata Iron Eyes and Ezra Miller's erratic behavior in Iceland, where they were filmed choking a fan. Now, we spoke about the choking of the fan in the last video covering Ezra Miller, because there were two separate instances, one being a fan and the other being someone that said they could take Ezra in a fight. Ezra, well, that person was female, and Ezra being Ezra had to really cement their dominance. It's not assault, and it's not taboo at all, because non-binary. It was last reported that Miller was hiding out on a farm in Vermont, with a mother and her 3 children stocked with firearms and marijuana after being arrested twice in Hawaii. As previously reported, Miller met Toccata during the Dakota Pipeline protests when she was 12 years old, and her parents have accused Ezra Miller of facilitating an inappropriate relationship marred by drugs and physical and verbal abuse, all of which Toccata has denied. On the subject of grooming, while you, Toccata, are now an adult, while you were a child, the subject is very much up for interpretation and open to debate, along with many other questions about why on earth the parents didn't stop this sooner. Ezra Miller's longtime music collaborator Oliver Ignatius has said that he observed inappropriate relations between the two in March in Hawaii, around the time of Ezra's 2 arrests. Ignatius also told The Insider that Ezra Miller confiscated Toccata's phone, screamed in her face for wearing makeup, with Ignatius recalling Miller saying, "What the F are you doing? Putting on this effing clown paint." I think the fact that a catty comment made by a queer person about makeup being considered abuse is actually quite homophobic rhetoric, which is what Toccata said in response. If anyone wants to know what Stockholm Syndrome is, this is a fantastic demonstration of it. Ignatius said that he saw Miller at one point sloppily kissing Toccata Iron Eyes, which she also then went on to deny, with him further saying that Miller's persistent, verbally abusive treatment of Toccata was the last straw for their musical collaboration and friendship. During their 2-month stint in Iceland, several women who met Ezra Miller also spoke out on their relationship with the actor, during which Ezra Miller is accused of running a cult-like Airbnb rental out of Reykjavik, as sources allege, as the article there says. See it right there? Fantastic. One woman said that nobody was kind of allowed to disagree with them. Their reality painted everyone else's reality. There was no room for anyone else's opinion or feelings. Per the report, one woman who visited the house for a day in March 2020 recalled several mattresses spread out on the floor and compared the house to a commune. She was struck by how enamored guests seemed to be of Miller, hanging on their every word and seeming unfazed by Miller's mood swings. I felt like everyone was hypnotized, then alleging various emotional outbursts from Miller. A 23-year-old woman who visited the location and saw Ezra Miller become rageful when friends tried to pick up a song to play over the sound system, she alleged that Miller would often go from being friendly host to a really angry person. Do you see how this is painting a really dark light on Ezra? It gets worse as the article continues, by the way. These allegations are piling up. The argument of whether or not Ezra was running a cult is gaining more traction, especially with all of these, well, allegations. They need to be investigated, I fully agree on that. And if any allegations are to be investigated, this would be a fantastic place to start, don't you think? But this is not the end of it, is it now? You see, while Warner Brothers are busy announcing a 10-year plan for their hero movie thingamajiggy DCEU, and they're very excited for the Flash movie, which astonishes me at this point, but I guess they can't afford to lose the money they've put in on it already. We have statements from Takata Iron Eyes about the accusations levied at Ezra, and we have Ezra Miller's way of handling the situation, which has gotten quite interesting. So first we should talk about Takata Iron Eyes' response to the accusations levied at Senpai Miller. So Takata Iron Eyes spoke to Insider's investigation into Ezra Miller. In text messages to Insider, Takata said that these allegations were a disgusting and irresponsible smear campaign against Ezra Miller, and that Ezra Miller in multiple cases has done the right thing and stood in protection of others. Takata also admitting to having taken a, quote, microdose of LSD, and that bruises seen on Takata were a result of self-harm following a close friend's passing, adding that some of the bruises may have occurred when her parents violently dragged her out of Ezra Miller's house, with her mother saying, "Nah fam, you were not dragged at any point." In the first article I mentioned Oliver Ignatius, and comments that Oliver had made from watching Ezra Miller and Takata together. So to add on the comments Takata had made for that, we have, "That was queer dialogue about a badly applied rouge on my part, which I appreciated," and then finishing with the quite homophobic rhetoric, along with referencing the name change of Gibson. I assume Les Paul SG and Explorer were taken. So with the accusations mounting up, Ezra Miller has had to take on additional measures to ensure that Ezra Miller is as safe as Ezra Miller can be. Courtesy of The Direct from August the 4th, Ezra Miller now travels with gun and body armor amid troubling allegations. Warner Brothers has been neck-deep in controversy in recent months, from the Amber Heard legal drama to the abrupt and unnecessary cancellation of Batgirl. The studio does not have the best reputation right now. None of that has been helped by one of its other messy situations, Ezra Miller. In a new report from Business Insider, some troubling information has surfaced regarding the Flash star Ezra Miller. According to their sources, Ezra has been driving around the US carrying at least one gun and wearing a bulletproof vest. Why? Well, they're reportedly paranoid about being followed by the likes of the FBI or the KKK, both of whom, as is well known at this point, are synonymous with each other. Takata, an activist who had interactions with Miller, noted that the vest was a fashionable safety measure in response to actual attacks and received death threats. It's got her so bad that many close to the actor have started to worry that Miller has truly lost touch with reality, though the reasoning is not quite clear, with an anonymous longtime family friend saying that "I think Ezra has been enabled because of their fame, their wealth, their earning potential, their whiteness, and their beauty. It's really hard to intervene when someone has as many resources as Ezra. When you're famous, people are less likely to say no to you. I think that those things can be really dangerous." There is some validity to that. If you want proof of it, Google Lewis Hamilton in current year to Lewis Hamilton 5 years ago. It's quite interesting to see how people change when they're surrounded by yes men. Now, Ezra has been trending quite a few times since we last spoke of them. Well, today, Ezra was yet again trending, but this time because Ezra Miller has been charged with felony burglary in Vermont. Ezra Miller was issued a citation to appear in Vermont Superior Court on the 26th of September for arraignment. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it? Let's find out what happened. On 05/01/2022, at approximately 17:55, the Vermont State Police were notified of a burglary complaint at a residence on County Road in the town of Stamford, Vermont. The initial findings indicated that several bottles of alcohol were taken from within the residence, while the homeowners were not present. As a result of an investigation that included surveillance videos and statements, probable cause was found to charge Ezra M. Miller with the offense of felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling. At 11:23 p.m. on the 7th of August 2022, the police located Ezra Miller and issued a citation to appear in Vermont Superior Court Bennington Criminal Division for arraignment on the burglary charge. The Vermont State Police worked with the Bennington County State Attorney's Office on the investigation. Well, this is about to get spicy now, isn't it? Almost as if Ezra could be well and truly fooked. It's unlikely, but it might happen. Now, can someone do me a favor and explain to me why now they still, Warner Brothers, have not gotten rid of Ezra Miller? Why they're so dead set on not just reshooting all the scenes with a different person? Might I recommend an actor vastly more talented at this point? Let's go with Michael Gambon. How about, and bear with me here, Andy Serkis, but doing the Flash as Smeagol? Or maybe, if we want some extra fast kind of play, a really renowned actor known for their versatility, their flexibility, Bryan Cranston.